Hey guys, Charles Stark here and welcome to Stark's Foundry. Today I want to talk to you about a question that I get asked a lot. I get asked at a lot of conventions, I get asked it a lot on my Facebook pages, I get asked it a lot on my personal pages, and that is, how do I get started in cosplay? How do I start a cosplay? Today I want to share with you five easy ways in which you can go from concept to reality and start building your cosplay today. These are 5 practical tips. We're gonna walk you through some things, we're gonna show you some things, and by the time you're done with this video, you should be able to think and execute and start building your cosplays. It's an exciting video, let's get started. So the first thing you wanna do when starting a cosplay, and this is probably the most obvious, but it's also probably one of the hardest things, and that is, you have to think of a cosplay. But Charles, what am I gonna cosplay as? You could cosplay as anything. The only advice that I would give you guys is that when you're starting to work on a cosplay or when you're thinking about choosing a cosplay, pick something that you're excited to cosplay as. That's all I can recommend. The process is gonna be tedious, it's gonna be long, you're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna make mistakes, and at this point, a lot of people just tend to throw their hands up and give up. But my thought is, if you pick something that you love, pick a fandom that you're excited about, and something that you really want to work on, that is going to offset those negative feelings and it's going to keep you motivated to keep going, to seek advice, and keep building no matter what. So my first tip for you is think of a cosplay, but make it something that you're excited about. Most important. The second tip I have for you on how do you start cosplaying or how do I get a cosplay started is you need to map out exactly the pieces that you're gonna need once you choose your cosplay. So what I'm talking about is if you're thinking about a Jedi Knight, if you're thinking about a character from Diablo 3, if you're talking about Raiden from Mortal Kombat, you need to map in your mind how many pieces of armor am I gonna need to complete this build. So if you want a helmet, if you want shoulder guards, if you want shoulder upper arm pieces, if you want bracers, shin guards, thigh pieces, boots, these are all pieces that you're going to need to build. So you want to write down, get a journal out, or jot some notes down on your phone, take some notes, post-it notes, stick them all over your area, your workspace, but you need to map out how many pieces you're going to need and what you're going to need in order to build those pieces. Very important, so let's map it out. Number 2. Number 3, now you gotta find some templates. What? How am I gonna do that? Well, there's 2 ways. You can either find templates that are already made. Chances are that a character that you're thinking about cosplaying, someone else has already cosplayed. So there are great resources like the RPF, the Replica Prop Forum. There's great resources like Pepakura files of cosplays that people have already made templates of. You could search the interwebs, find yourself a template. And I mean a template. This is an upper arm template. I'm gonna start working on this next piece for Tia's armor. We already completed the chest. We're now gonna start working on the extremity pieces. So this is just a basic template. This is what you're gonna use. So you can either create your own template if you're more advanced or if you're making a custom character, or you can search the interwebs for a template that someone has already created from the cosplay that you want to cosplay as. A good way to do it is just type in Raiden armor and then images on Google and search to see if anyone has ever created templates on the character Raiden. So templating is number 3. After you find your templates, you want to try to print them out, and that's number 4. So this is a generic upper arm template. We've printed it out on an 8x5 sheet of paper. And now we want to prep this template to transfer it to our EVA foam. Man, that sounds really complicated. How do we do that? Super easy. You just cut it out. So I'm going to do this. We're going to cut this out. And now our template is ready to transfer to foam. thing you want to keep in mind is when you're creating two pieces, you want to use the mirror effect. So you want to put this piece onto the foam and you want to trace it this way, and then you want to flip it over and trace the same one next to it. You'll then take the two pieces and you'll glue them together to make an entire piece. So you only need one half of the template. That's why a lot of templates that you find online are only one piece. What is this? It's a trapezoid, but no, it's going to be our shoulder piece. Yes. And finally, the fifth and last thing you want to do is you want to take your template and you want to take your piece of EVA foam and you want to transfer the template to the foam to give you the actual piece. So we've taken this and we've transferred it to the foam here. And then remember, we simply mirrored the other piece. And now we have our upper arm piece. So that's it. We're gonna cut this out and we're gonna get to work. Sand it, heat form it, we're gonna heat seal it, and then we're gonna start building our upper arm pieces on this mat. So that's it. These are 5 simple ways that you could take your cosplay from concept to physical right now. What are you guys working on? What did you think? What have you been thinking about building? You can grab these generic armor templates online to practice. I highly recommend you practice, just get to work. Even if you don't know exactly what you want it to look like, just start, and then you'd be surprised the creative process, all the ideas and stuff that you get while you're actually making the piece. So I look forward to seeing all of your creations. Please comment below, let me know what's going on. If you enjoyed this, let me know, that's awesome. Thanks for watching, Stark's Foundry, thanks for tuning in, and as always, stay at it and be awesome. All right, bye-bye.